We're going to spend 2 weeks detoxing. Please join us. 1,000 to 3,000 grams in spend time with it. And you're going to detox. Now, I'm against that. We don't detox, we cleanse. And even though the word detox is used here, it's just to remind us that what we're talking about. Ancient medicine for modern illnesses. Once again, it's your life, it's your health, it's your choice. We know so much these days about the body, and yet we are more sick these days. Doesn't make sense to you. We spoke about this. This year, about 65 million people will die worldwide, of which about 70%, that's about 45, 46 million, will die because of what they're eating and drinking. It's called autoimmune diseases. I bring the disease on myself. I'm the cause of it. I've taken decisions. And here are the health problems: obesity, eye disease, heart disease. Start wearing glasses when you're 35, 40 years of age. Diabetes, osteoarthritis, anemia, cancer, high blood pressure. Now these are all the diseases. No longer the aged, but especially young people, the 20s and the 30s are already getting some of these diseases. There's over 100 of these. Chronic inflammation can last for months or years. The secret killer. We spoke briefly about this. This is another study on its own. Now we are in the middle, and we're exposed to the environment and exposed to the foods and drinks we eat. There it is. Exercise or no exercise. Cosmetics, pollution. Your cell phone, 4G, 5G, it's poisonous. Social interactions, heavy metals, your teeth, fillings. You're brushing your teeth and the vapor from the mercury goes through the brain, through the palate, through the blood-brain barrier, right into the brain, and you begin to forget things, you can't remember things. It's 4G, 5G. You've got that cell phone right next to you, and the electromagnetic waves penetrates the skull. And even with the younger kids, the skull is thinner, and it goes straight into the brain. And these days, kiddies at 7, 8, 9 years of age, all of us have cell phones. Rubbish. It's wrong. There you are. 90% of health is determined by this whole thing. All right, how do you know if you need to detoxify? Cleanse. Blockages around here. Constipation, diarrhea, blood sugar levels, sugar cravings, teeth grinding, increased sweating, mood swings, poor memory, can't sleep at night, skin problems, menstrual issues, major problem. How do you know you need cleansing? All these things over here, you need cleansing. Do you need to cleanse? There's a list, there's a complete list. Sugar cravings, allergies, poor digestion, acne. Consider where toxins may be coming from. Tap water. We get our water from the Wall Dam. It's the most poisonous water that you can drink. Our neighbours across the road, little worms are seen in the tap water. Little worms that long. So you drink it. There's a water crisis now in the northern areas of Johannesburg. The water supply, when they open the pipes, you can see what's inside those pipes. We are coming to the end of everything of our ancestors. GMO foods, poisoned. Soup and aged white mealy meal, GMO, poison. They've done studies on those. You continue using that, you begin to get problems in the lungs, breathing problems. Do you have pets in the house? Pets should be outside, not inside the house. And pets are sleeping with you on the same bed. Problem, poison. My little cousin had a little budgie. She kissed the baby, carried on. She went blind. Miles. You use spices. There's a difference between spice and herbs. Please keep that in mind. A herb is Genesis 3:18. It's what God gave us. The spice is what Satan gave us. Do you have a brand new car? Have you smelled what it smells like inside? Poison. Poison. Do you have root canals or a Melbourne fillings? Could I remove them? Do you live near a manufacturing area? Bad. Pesticides in your house, spraying for the mosquitoes and the bugs and the cockroaches. Here are some of the things. Molds. Molds. Talking about these things here. Over there, molds. That's molds. Poison. And you're sleeping in a room or the bathroom. Poison. Alright? Sources of toxins. You can look at this, my brothers and sisters. There are all the sources. A Mount Sinai School of Medicine study found a total of 167 different chemicals in the blood and urine of volunteers. Like us. Here are the toxins. Legs. There's another one. BPA, bisphenol A. 25, 30 years ago, you buy baked beans with a tin like that, and you open a tin and you hold it upside down, take it out, and what else? You take the fork and scrape it out. Hello? You still remember that? Yes. These days, no. You buy the baked beans, open it, it just pours out. How do they do that? That's the tin. On the lip of the tin, on the inside, they sprayed bisphenol A. It's one of the key causes of cancer. All your baked beans, peas, and etc., etc. And that's how they do it. I've written to the two companies here to please tell me whether it does now contain bisphenol. Never came back to me. So I see it myself when I get that next week. I'm going to drive to Johannesburg. I want to see the managing director and he must tell me whether it does contain or not. I want a letter from him. If not, I will go to the Consumer Council and tell them that they're killing us. It's the Food, Cosmetics and Disinfectants Act of South Africa that whatever-thing is put in the marketplace, everything that's inside that tin or that container, it must reflect what is inside of it. If not, okay, brothers and sisters. There are all the other things. There are 70,000 toxic poisons in the cosmetics that we are using. Ladies in particular, 70,000. And one of the most damaging toxin is this thing called paraben. There it is. If you get home tonight, look at your cosmetics, look at the ingredients. If you see paraben there, you take it and throw it in the waste bin, and the waste bin is gone. That's it. It's killing us. We'll talk about that in the classes. So, I'm just giving you a little understanding of it. Alright. We spoke about that. Now this is typical. 2024. Everybody's feeling up here. for their medications. And nobody is doing that here to visit Dr. Jesus. Time to cleanse. The truth is that you need to cleanse every day to filter the stress, hormones, all these things out of the system. In our food, our water, our air, our toiletries, cleaning products, etc., etc. It's full of poisons. How do we survive? So when you think about cleansing, I encourage you to think about the big picture, not only the quick fix. Going there for 2 weeks and eating this and going home, and then continue the same practices. The modern world is full of environmental toxins. It is estimated there are over 80,000 toxic chemicals used regularly in America. Here, very similar. It's a imperative daily cleansing strategy. Okay. Should I cleanse my body from toxins? There's a difference between detoxification and cleansing. Detoxification is when you've got medicines at home, and the kiddies, by accident, are taking medicines or poison. And then there's a change in their behavior, and now you've got to find the detox clinic somewhere in town and tell them what your child took, and they will, over the phone, tell you, quickly do this to preserve the life of your child. That's detox. Toxins means poisons. Cleansing is a necessary process to remove harmful or toxic substances from your body on a daily basis. So there's a difference between this. So daily cleansing to remove poisons. So brothers and sisters, I accumulate poisons, and with that, I am short of essential nutrients. And the two leads to that. The two leads to it. And this is the summary of all. Now, right up front, let's say this. 70%, 72% of our ladies are overweight. 72% of South African ladies are overweight. 42% of those are obese. I watch news from time to time, and you see the ladies in Parliament. Have you seen the ladies in Parliament? Now, what causes that? The key cause of, other than a few other things, but the key cause, I'm exposed to all these foods I'm eating. Spices, and we spoke about, mentioned quite a few of them. They're all foods. They're full of poisons. So I'm eating it, and you've got two types of cells. Fat cells. You've got grey fat cells, and you've got white fat cells. The grey fat cells grab the poisons, holds it, and takes it to the belly, and the belly starts doing this. So when you start pushing out the belly there, it's all grey fat cells with poisons. And the more poison you're eating, it holds it there for 2-3 years. Doesn't let go. Brothers and sisters, that's it. It's the bottom line. So, yeah, we explained just what I told you now. Explain that. Disease is an effort of nature to free the system from conditions that result from a violation of the laws of health. I'll do some little practice now. And nature alone has the ability, if I help nature, to change it. How your body rewards itself, you can look through that slide. Temperance has 2 arms. In the days that we trained many commissions, we used to write an examination at the end, a 2-hour examination. And then they qualified, certified. And because we're running out of time, etc., we don't write examination, we just trust that you will go through these things and have learned some. And on Tuesday morning, we will do the practical side of it, where we do preparing to run a health exposition. All right. So, Patriarchs and Prophets, 562, gives you the definition of temperance. Paul writes a lot about temperance. Total abstinence from harmful substances. You don't take anything that contains poisons. Secondly, moderate use of the good things. That's temperance. Okay. So here are the 13 cleansing body parts that we have to look at on a daily basis. Here it is. Skin, guts, lungs, menstruation, and garden. Our garden needs to be cleansed. Hello. Cleansing your skin. Let's go. If the clothing worn is not often washed and frequently aired, it becomes filthy with impurity. So I'm wearing these clothes today, underwear, shirt, and when I get here tomorrow, I'm wearing the same. Wrong. Wrong. During the course of the day, I'm going to sweat a bit, it's a bit hot. I'm sweating, and I'm also releasing poisons. And it gets stuck on the vest, the underwear, and on the shirts, etc., and the socks, etc. And tomorrow, I'm going to wear the same thing again. So I come here. So the body now reabsorbs the poisons that it needs let go the previous day on the clothing. So, number 1. And if the garments worn are not frequently cleansed from these impurities, the pores of the skin absorb again the waste matter the next day.
Therapeutic system.
Wow. Impurities in the body, if not allowed to escape, are taken back into the blood and forced upon the internal organs. So you're poisoning yourself all the time. Israel was subjected to the strictest training in the wilderness before entry came. Before we will enter, brothers and sisters, we will be king. I sent a beautiful song to Pastor Wanda this morning, asking to pass it on to you. Which will you listen? You see, will you listen to it? Good. Good. 10 benefits of full body exfoliation. So when you're in the morning, you're in the bath, shower, and you've got a little brush. And you're brushing from there up. You're removing the dead skin on the body, all up to the heart. Increase the blood flow to the heart. So there it is. For 2 to 3 minutes, on the legs, up. I do it under the shower. Brush your skin while directing the strokes towards your heart. Then there's a detox, a cleansing bath. It tells you how to prepare it, a couple of Epsom salts, and 1 cup of baking soda, maybe a low sweet smelling, nice smelling. And stir well and dissolve the salt, and give a bit of olive oil at winter times, and it's all about listening to your body. The body will enjoy it. It'll tell you I enjoy this. And this is something else. I struggle with this one. In other words, you're under the shower, it's nice warm water in winter time, or you're just relaxing. And the next minute you turn off the hot water and you open the ice cold water. And the body shifts. You're shocking the body and you increase blood circulation, and the body says, oh, what's happening? Don't worry, I'm in control. I'm in control. You can do it by taking a hot shower, 3-5 minutes, followed by cold water for 60 seconds, and get into bed for 20 minutes. And then you go to bed. God says this is foreign. It's shaking the body out of itself. It's releasing the poisons at the same time, back into the blood, and through the urine, through the liver. It will release it. The diseased stomach will find relief by exercise. Exercise is important to digestion and to a healthy condition mind body. Yeah. Well, it's our practice back home. It's every morning 4 o'clock. And it's brisk walking. This is brisk walking. For 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 5 times a week. We do it early in the morning, before the sun rises. And the air is fresh. It's fresher than at 10 o'clock or 3 o'clock when there's pollution, more pollution. You need to do that. Benefits of movement, blood circulation, lung strength, mental clarity. Blood circulation is good for everything from the health. How does your skin help you rid of waste, sweat glands, perspiration? Exercise and perspiration, sweating. Get outside, exercise regularly, and use, well, if you don't sweat like that, some people want to sweat. There is no exercise as beneficial to every part of the body as walking. And I mentioned this on Thursday, not comrades, not running 10, 40, 50, 90 kilometers short. God did not make us like horses with horse lungs. We've got massive lungs. And you know about this? The last year, 2 years, 2 of our leaders in the church, SDA Church from Johannesburg, went and they ran the comrades, 92 kilometers. And when they finished comrades, they both collapsed and died. 2 of our leaders in the church. Comrades, wrong. It's a poison. We spoke about that yesterday. Releasing lactic acid all the time. It's a poison. It's fermentation. Brethren, when you take time to cultivate your gardens, I love gardening. Gaining the exercise needed to keep persistent and good working for it. It's written to the pastors, are just as much doing the work of God as holy meetings. You know what? The pastors must report to the church board of the work that they're doing. Hello? Did you hear that? That's how it works. That's the responsibility of the church board. Sauna bathing, nobody has about this. Right? Infrared, steam sauna. I do it by exercise. Foods that it can help cleansing the skin, purple cabbage, beetroots, blueberries, oat straw. You know, cucumber juice, one of the most powerful juices that God has given us. This one here. There's a little recipe, you can look at that. And your morning detox, mango, spinach, non-greens, drink. You can do that. Toxic ingredients, cosmetics, Look at this here. And here are all the bad things. Here are the parabens. Poison. This is highly poisonous, this one here. In your cosmetics. So cosmetics, shampoos, creams, skin whiteners, lipsticks, underarm sprays all the way down here. Poisons. Cosmetics. We'll talk about that when we do how God made females. Brothers and sisters, take a look at some of the ingredients found in many deodorants, aluminium, parabens, phthalates. These things are all poisons in your cosmetics. Look at this. This incredible oil contains a blend of lymph-stimulating herbs. Red clover is a powerful herb that God gave us. All of which help to jumpstart and stack lymph in your body. You've got different supplies. Lymph is another one that runs from here all the way down. And the excess poisons, the liver conquer, the lymph glands takes over, and it's accumulated. When you're brisk walking, and if you do this every now and again, you're loosening the lymph gland, the poisons. It gets back into the bloodstream, and the liver, and the kidneys, and the kidneys excrete it, and the urine pushes it out. So that loosens the lymph glands. Number 2.
May you please elaborate on the red clover? We have to use the oil or the powder instead.
How are you going to use the powder?
Use the powder.
How will you use it? Basically the same, my sister. The oil is the preferred. So, cows. Our guts. We spoke a lot about our gut this morning because most of them. We need to feed the good ones, the good bacteria. Our strong products. And we need to destroy the bad ones. And the examples of the good ones, bacteria, microorganisms, 11 kilograms in the gut down here, of the stomach, gut down here. 11 kilograms sitting in there. And there's something over here, it's called the glutathione, this thing over here. That is the key poison ingredient. When we spoke about COVID-19, we showed you how you can begin to reverse the negative effects of COVID-19. We spoke about NAC, we spoke about 35% food-grade hydrogen peroxide, we spoke about. And all these things increase the levels of glutathione. This is what God gave us. Should we be poisoned, this removes all the poisons. Glutathione. There it is. So if there's a toxic buildup and your glutathione level is low, you're looking for problems. Okay, that's the link over there. All right. And we spoke about this. This is the gut. And I don't want to spend too much time there because we spoke about this all morning already. And how the gut communicates with the brain. Where decisions were taken from the emotional center. And if it's wrong, poisons leaking through the gut lining into the bloodstream. The immune system is confused and begins to attack you, whereas it should be protecting you. We spoke about these things. I don't want to spend too much time with these. There we are. And this tells you what happens. Stomach symptoms of the leaky guts. And we also gave you at the end of that presentation, under digestion, we gave you a questionnaire that you can go through, answer questions, to see whether your gut is poisonous. Under digestion at the end is this questionnaire. Go through it. And so if there's a problem with the gut, diabetes, allergies, aging, old person's disease, sclerosis, liver, cancer, etc. So who's the boss? We spoke about it this morning again. Is your head the boss? Is your heart the boss? Or not the boss? Who's the boss?
CEO.
Choice. Choice is ours. Choice is ours. Be healthy. All right. Okay. How long does it take to improve gut bacteria? So I've been eating the wrong foods. Things aren't happy down here. A telegram gets sent from the gut to the brain. Stop killing us. We spoke about it this morning. His Life Today, page 148. There's that reference. His Life Today, page 148. Gut sends a telegram to the brain. Stop killing us. All right. So how long does it take to improve the gut bacteria? If you've been following an animal-based diet and exposed to a lot of these poisons, and you want to make a change, two things are going to happen. It will take up to 1.5 months, 2 months, 2.5 months for things to change here. And number two, you may even become a little more sick. You go from an animal-based diet to a plant-based diet. And the reason for that is that the lymphatic system and the liver and the kidneys are releasing the poisons that you've accumulated, and even here, the grey fat cell. It begins to release the poisons, and now suddenly you are poisonous by something that poisoned you previously in your body. Give it time, it takes about 2 to 3 months, and things will improve. That's important to remember. All right. Your detox, your digestive system, healthy gut, disease gut. The stomach has controlling power of health, vitality. Exercise is important. Spoke about that. Eat slowly. These are the basics. Take time. Food combinations we spoke about. Fruits and veggies we spoke about. And no drinking with meals we spoke about. The food you eat can be either the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. All right. Spoke about it. Feed your tummy buddies, good ones. Let them grow and protect you. This is what we spoke about. So the good ones, they help with digestion, help to digest the food we eat, and provides protection against the bad ones, and it also cleanses this here. That's cleansing. It's removing poison. 10 ways to improve the gut microbiome. Brothers and sisters, you can please look at this. Genesis diet. There it is, number 2. Genesis 3:18. Those are the herbs that God gave us. There they are. Moringa, cabbage, etc., etc. These are some of the herbs that God gave us in Genesis 3:18. The genetics of nutrition. Foods talk to us. We spoke about that earlier on. God coded all the Eden foods. He did not code Satan's foods. So the body recognizes only God's foods, not Satan's foods. If you eat these things, the body says, fine, can I have another meeting? That's it. All right, exercise, that's how they do it. Talking, cross-talk between plants and animal cells. So eat these things, you're happy. Body is happy. That's what God gave us. These are the manuals. If you're eating this, there's no cross-talking between man and animal. There's cross-talking between Uncle Sam and the foods that he grows. Health. This, death, disease. There we are. Flora affects your health. You look at that. Cabbage juices. Cabbage juice is one of the most powerful anti-cancer juices that God has given us. Cabbage, any form of juice. And here we are, you can look at that, how to make raw cabbage juice. That's how you do it. So we also leave you with the recipes. There it is. Generally half a cabbage is good starting an hour to juice. Are you destroying your digestive system with these things? We spoke a lot about these things. Alright. Hidden sources of sugar, don't touch. And then honey, there is ordinary honey that you buy, and this is raw honey. If you want to use honey, rather than use raw honey. It's got vitamins and minerals in it as well. Increased fiber intake, we spoke about that. And high fiber foods, yeah, they are the lentils, split peas, avocados, broccoli, peas, berries. Those are foods. I want to repeat this, my brothers and sisters. Sisters, you'll have to work through this and look at what you should give your family in your kitchen. And try and build these things in to improve the health of your own family. Sister White says, mothers have no interest in nutrition. We'll read it. So, boost healthy gut bacteria with plant-based foods. Top 33 prebiotic foods. There's more of that. Chocolate, of course, is out. Alright. Why is fiber important? Prevents constipation, is our list. Controls blood sugar levels, cholesterol levels, fiber per day. The ladies needs up to 25 grams of fiber, and the gentleman up to 31, 38. Do we get it? No. Number 9, bathroom habits. When you go to the toilets, every time that you have a meal, you shouldn't actually be going to the toilet. If we have 3 meals a day, we should be going to the toilet 3 times a day. Do we? Sometimes we go to the toilet once every 2 days, every 3 days. Trouble. This is a major problem. I want to show this again just to help you in the meantime. If you're struggling with constipation, is when you're sitting in the bathroom and you are beginning to get the muscles ready, you do this. You see what I'm doing?
Yes.
You're moving the intestinal portions of the body here. And you do that and it loosens the intestines and it begins to move the food on for you to get rid of the waste. That's it. That's how you do it. Okay. What's a healthy bowel movement? Fiber plus water plus that's it. There is the recipe. 2 or 3 times a day. The more we defecate, the more we move toxins out of our body. And the most common gastrointestinal complaint in America is constipation. People are constipated. And then I think we show you passing stools. Stools can be hard and lumpy like nuts. Feel it, hear it. And then there are sugar-like but lumpy ones, like this. Like a sausage but with cracks in the surface. Like a sausage or snake smooth to shoot. No stress, it just does it. And if it goes on the other side, it's become, could be diarrhea, but this and but that. And there is what it should look like under normal conditions. Constipated, there you are. Normal, there you are. Diarrhea, there you are. Especially with gastrointestinal infections and so on. And you can look at the right color. The right color is this long, smooth, soft surface. So it's light brownish color. It's not like, doesn't look like this. All right? Now then, study your violent exercise should be engaged. We spoke about that. Probiotics and prebiotics in the guts. Look at these things. We spoke about glutathione. This is a key poison of moving acid. Feed it, look after it. Avocados. Strengthens. Avocados, brothers and sisters, that's what we eat. And here are some of the other fiber foods, asparagus, and the Jerusalem artichokes, etc., etc. Glutathione, berries. I will just look at this one slide. Familiarize yourself with it. Glutathione is known for its anti-aging power, fighting cancer, heart disease, dementia, and other chronic diseases. Glutathione, home the key poison hemoglobins. There we are. And that's where you get. So this is my favorite fruit. This one over here. Grapefruit. I like it. Grapefruit is powerful, powerful. And there are pears, etc. Superfoods and sulfur-rich foods, super seeds, foods rich in sulfur containing acids. There's glutathione again. Other great source of glutathione, turmeric, Genesis 3:18, milk thistle, garlic, cinnamon, bilberry. I'll stop. All right. And what about foods, fermented foods? We spoke about this? No. It's out. We had a discussion on this, I think, on Thursday. And fermentation foods? No. Should we use fermented foods? No. And we gave you a list. Here are the fermented foods: apple cider vinegar, natto, kombucha, kimchi, yogurts, amasi, all the cheeses. Don't touch. Ellen White says not a morsel of cheese should pass our lips. Cheeses are rotting foods. It's rotting calcium. That's all it is. I didn't say that. I read it. Here's a list of the fermented foods, brothers and sisters. Fish products, dairy products, yogurts, cheeses, there it is. And here comes, they're even pickling the mushrooms now. Mushrooms should not cross our lips. We spoke about it on Thursday. There's a list. Salami, meat, dry meats, pickled meats, sauerkrauts, cabbage family that is fermented, olives fermented, cucumbers, these things are fermented. Common fermented foods, look at those things: sour cream, kimchi, kefir drink, sourdough bread. Sourdough should not cross, she says. And those things you must look at. Definition: what is fermentation? I don't want to stop right there. Give us a break. Any comments, any questions? I know it's a lot of information. Because we were supposed to do 8 days without doing it in 6 days. That's why we're rushing it. Okay, now we answer the prayer. Loving God, thank you for all information. Thank you for the truth. Please, loving God, help us to do what's right in your eyes. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Take a 10-15 minute break.